his shit. This is so scary. I'm glad he hasn't reproduced. That's all I came to say. Go ahead, Dan. Hey, bruh. Get go back to it.
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I think it's just crazy that he really doesn't think climate change exists and his state is impacted by just
The
one state.
nigga
Like it's
don't
hit by
think.
the moles. Like that's strange. I don't know. And I lived in Mississippi, so I just don't understand.
Ain't no reason that with what's his name either. Man, what's that boy's name? He a nigga in it. What's Duday? Duday is a fabricator and another child. Ain't no reason with him neither.
Khatib, Derek, did y'all want to speak or y'all just trolls?
Nah, man, I came up on stage to see what y'all talking about. So I see the title.
We're talking about black conservatism. We were talking about Stephen A. Smith's comments on the Cam Newton podcast and trying to understand the appeal of black conservatives, especially in a contemporary period, political conservatives, not social conservatives. Any thoughts?
Nah, I ain't got no thoughts. I'm not, a big fan of Stephen A. Smith, but when I used to live in Philly, used to see what he said. But yeah, man, I ain't kept up. That was over a decade ago. But shit, fill me in, man. What would he say? He obviously is still popular. People talk about him, so he said
I
something.
like to make a submission. Go ahead.
You can go ahead.
Now you can explain to him what he said. I don't think he's gonna understand it.
No, he said that all
It's
black
a
people
vibe.
for one election should vote Republican so that both sides feel like they need to earn their vote. It's like it's like an hour, it's like a minute, 30 seconds.
So Stephen A. Smith says all black folks should vote Republicans for what? What is this?
One election so that both sides realize they can take their vote for granted or not have to work for it, that kind of thing.
I mean, I get his logic, but I don't.
What's the logic? Break it down.
Okay, but slow down.
I'm very slow. I said, what's the logic?
I understand. I heard what you said, and I will. But
So what do you need me to slow down?
Okay, what you're doing right now, me saying I understand his logic, but I don't agree, and that's when you kind of started to talk over me. But I will explain it. I don't agree with that shit because I'm a black man, and
Break down the logic first.
okay, the logic of it is okay. So if somebody is doing something, anything, any exercise, and they're getting a result that they are not happy with, let's think. Continuing that same action, what is that most likely to produce? Exactly.
Well, in politics, do you want to answer or is it rhetorical?
Well, you tell me.
Well, in politics, it could produce the status quo, which could be worse than change. So, for example, the vast majority of black people agree with affirmative action. And so by not having Democrats in office and voting for Republicans, you lose affirmative action. The vast majority of black people want an expansion of the child tax credit. By not having Democrats, you lose the expansion of the child tax credit. The vast majority of black people believe in the expansion of Medicaid under Obamacare. With Republicans in office, you don't get that. Democrats get that. vast majority of black people agree with the Voting Rights Act as is. And with Republicans in office, we lost it. So that's what you get. 4 things. I could probably give you 400. Michael.
I didn't hear a question, but if you just want my opinion and me.
No, I didn't have a question. I was answering your question, so I want you to continue the logic.
Oh,
I was asking.
wait. Yeah, what I said, the last thing I said was a statement, bro. And it kind of implied a question because it's an obvious disagreement. I can only assume I have no idea where you stand politically, but it sounds like the right, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you quite literally asked me a question. You said, "What do you expect to get by doing the same thing over and over again?" That was the question, and I said, "Is it a rhetorical question, or should I answer it?" You said, "Go ahead and answer it." What's going on?
Yeah, it was a facetious question.
Then why'd you tell me to answer it?
Huh? No, because I wanted you to answer it, which you did. Huh? Come on, man. Why are we doing this shit on
You're
social media?
Another dummy.
I would like to chime in. I would like to chime in so it doesn't get nasty.
Yes, please do.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, this is Annette Davis Jackson, okay? And I've been a Republican for over 45 years, okay? Ran for U.S. Senate in Georgia. I'm gonna answer the question. I do believe what Stephen A. Smith is, that he is doing the right thing. I do believe the black should vote Republicans because we were Republicans from the start.
Why did we switch?
Hold on one second. The Democratic Party was the party of the Jim Crow South, okay? And that's why Abraham Lincoln had to write the Emancipation Proclamation. But also, he wrote it because
the Emancipation Proclamation because of the Jim Crow South. What?
Because he wanted to free the South, okay, and free the slaves.
Why did he want to free them? So why did he not free the slaves in the Union?
He did.
Not in the Emancipation Proclamation, he didn't.
Well, look.
You brought it up, lady.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, no, yes. Not now. But I did. And sometimes
Why did Lincoln free the slaves in the Union states?
Well, because he had a target. He had a target. And I can't answer that question.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you.
I can't answer that question, but here's what I'll tell you. I just knew that Lincoln couldn't go to the courts because his friends, would have shot it down. So I'm happy in Stephen Smith because most black Americans
couldn't go to the courts because of what?
No, because if he would have took the Emancipation Proclamation and put a lawsuit in, it would have got struck down.
What do you mean a lawsuit? It was an executive order. What are you talking about?
I understand if you would have done it another way, sir.
Why would it have gotten struck down? It was about the Confederacy. They had seceded from the Union.
No, I understand, but most people.
One second. What court would have shot down an executive order about the seceded Confederacy? I can't even follow you at this point.
No, I'm talking about before the executive order. Before the executive order, he had a chance to see, oh, hey, come on, can we do this together? And he realized that he couldn't do it with anybody else.
What is it?
He couldn't pass the Emancipation Proclamation.
But why would he pass it before the war? He was only in office for a month before the war started.
Yeah, well.
So what could he have done? And in fact, when he started the war, he said he wouldn't free any slaves, that would free the Union. That's called his first inaugural address. You're a black Republican. You don't know about Lincoln's first inaugural?
Yes, and I think what he did was fantastic, and also Lincoln.
Well, what did he do? That was fantastic.
What he did was fantastic.
Which part?
Is that he was a writer. He was a writer.
I agree. He is a very good writer. That part.
Okay. All right. He is a writer. And number two, I'm glad because part of his heritage is black.
Okay. What does that have to do with black people voting?
That's why he wrote it. What does
that have to do? That's not why he wrote it. What's the point? So black people should.
Okay, no. So we're back to to Stephen A. Smith. I do believe that.
All right.
No,
So
hold on.
black people should be. One second, man. I'm trying to follow you. Black people should be Republicans because Abraham Lincoln was a Republican.
You know, I no because we have to turn back to the original position of the republic. The
All right, let's stop there.
democracy.
Let's stop right there. So why did our ancestors, your parents, my grandparents, your great grandparents, my great grandparents, why did they stop voting for Republicans? What happened?
Oh, because of Martin Luther King, Kennedy, and Martin Luther King.
No. It was earlier than that.
Well, I'm just saying. You asked me a question.
So why did they
So
stop?
you can have your own answer. But I'm just saying.
I want to know your answer. Here, I'll give you the numbers. Why did more than 70% of black people vote for FDR in 1932? That's well before King. In 1932, at that election, King was 3 years old. He was born January 15, 1929. So just tell me why black people voted for FDR at 70% in 1932. Let's start there.
Because of the societal programs.
Which programs? He hadn't put anything in.
I'm not gonna go into those
No,
programs.
this was his first year. No, this is first year. He hadn't
Even
been in
his
office
first
yet.
year, they knew that he was going to put some programming together for Black America,
Like what?
and because Black America
Like what?
at that time was sustainable. Okay.
Like what? What programs was FDR going to put in for Black America?
You know, the SNAP benefits and all the other benefits
SNAP
that
benefits. You think that FDR put in SNAP benefits?
No. I'm not saying. I'm just saying the benefits, SNAP benefits. Okay. It wasn't called SNAP benefits, but I'm
What was
just
it called?
saying. I don't know what it was called.
Okay. So
I
black
don't know.
people voted for. I got you. So black people voted for FDR because they were going to get food stamps. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of the Lily White part of the Republican Party?
Of course.
Break it down for me.
It is what you said.
Yeah, break it down.
Yeah,
What was the movement? Break it down.
No, I'm not going to break that down.
And
No, I'm not
explain
gonna do
how they helped to get Hoover elected in 28. Because that's the key to black people switching Democrat. Break it down.
No, you break it down. I'm not gonna do that.
You've been a Republican longer than I've been alive. Tell your party's history. I'm on the Democrat plantation.
No, I'm not gonna do that. We just
Yes, you
believe in
can.
less government. Okay.
You believe
Alright.
you believe in less government? Oh, cool. That's great. So if you believe in less government, why is Trump using the government against its citizens? So for example, if you say things about Israel that the administration doesn't like, you can't get certain grants. That's more government. Is it not?
It could be less.
How could it be less if they take
Because
what you can say and can't say?
because they are not getting those federal dollars. And what we're seeing now with the federal dollars is that the federal dollars have been used, so
Used for what?
been misused.
By whom?
Oh, you haven't heard all the misuse of fraud, waste, and abuse? That's been going on forever.
Well, I've heard of that.
Oh, come on.
No, to be fair, I've heard. Yes, criminals exist. One second, man. I agree with you. Criminals exist. But I want to go back to the black people. So you think black people believe in less government. So who protected black rights? Who protected black rights after the Civil War?
Well, I mean, there's a number of people. The ACLU.
Who was the main entity? Were there federal troops in the South?
There was federal troops in the South.
Okay. Who made sure that black people could vote and own property and were protected from the Klan to the degree they could be? Was it the federal government?
Yeah, well, it was the Constitution.
Okay. Who? Who? Oh my God. Right. It was amended. Who amended the Constitution? The federal government? Cool. Let's go to the 60s. Do you believe in the Civil Rights Act? Do you think the Civil Rights Act of 1960?
Oh, it was good for a time.
So it was for a time. You think we should get rid of the Civil Rights Act of 1964?
No, I'm saying it was good for a time. See, sometimes things have to be updated.
So you think it should be updated?
Yeah.
So
Some things have to be updated. They're not getting it.
I got it. So the 1964 Civil Rights Act says that you cannot discriminate against black people or white people or any people based off their color, creed, nationality, etc. in public accommodations,
should, but it should be enforced, and if it's not enforced, then you should file a claim. It's a
What should be
simple
the
thing.
update? What should be the
It,
update?
that people are able to file claims if they've been discriminated
We already
against.
had that. Republicans are changing that.
Okay,
Trump is
well,
now
no.
filing claims on behalf of white men. Do you think white men are systematically discriminated against in America?
Well, I mean, case by case. No, I'm saying case by case.
Okay. So what should the update be? We can already sue under Title VII and other titles of the 1964 Civil Rights Act.
No, we understand that. But I'm saying if you're being discriminated, and I'll land here. If you're being discriminated against, okay, or there's an adverse action against you, you can file a claim. You don't have to go and sue. You file a claim and state what monetary benefit that you want. That's the easiest.
And Republicans make it harder and harder to do that. Do you know that
Okay,
the
well,
Supreme Court
then
Justice?
everybody
One second,
then.
I mean, you got it out. Can I get mine out or no? You know what, Michael?
Well,
Michael, go ahead. Michael, are you anti-affirmative action?
no. Well,
Huh?
I'm not anti anything. I'm not anti.
So what policies of the Republican Party do you think will benefit black people the most?
I'm not going to answer that question because
You ran as a senatorial candidate. You're not gonna answer that question?
no, I'm not going to answer that question. Okay, I'm not going to answer that question. But I'm going to let you. Okay, I'm gonna land because I'm not going to let you back me into a corner. But I love the dialogue. Thank you.
I loved it too. I really appreciated it. I love to have the black conservatives come up and show the depth of their knowledge, the intricacies of their ideas, because you guys show it every day on here. It's a beautiful thing. The stage is open. Anybody can come up, just unmute, and tell us why you're a black conservative. We're doing a
Ben,
black
can you
conservative.
re-ask? My bad. Question.
You believe it? Wait a
Can
minute.
you re-ask the last question that you asked, Annette, please?
I asked her, what policies does she think would benefit black people collectively as a Republican, or Republican policies? And she said she would not answer that because she didn't want to be backed into a corner.
Am I correct in thinking that she's herself a Republican?
She's been a Republican for 45 years and ran for U.S. Senate against Raphael Warnock as a Republican, but could not answer how the Republican Party platform will benefit black Americans.
Okay, I was just checking.
This is free
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Let's not make a mockery of this sister who is a Republican.
Hey man, shut the hell up.
I too have been a Republican for years on end.
Okay.
And
So
I
we'll
know
ask you.
nothing
We'll ask
about history. I know nothing.
All right,
And
we'll
I'm
ask
proud
you.
to say I know nothing.
So we'll ask you, what policies, give us the policies that you think,
I know no policies.
okay, you can go down there.
And
This is a policy stage. We'll move you down. This is a policy stage. So since you know nothing, you can be with the know-nothings in the goo.
in all honesty, just to answer your question from a historical standpoint, FDR, he did a lot politically for African Americans, blacks in America.
Hey, politics, you said you had a question for me? Politics.
No, seriously, I love these conversations.
About asking for reviews, just leave that in the Yelp.
Man, I quit fucking saying
Politics, the
God damn, man.
It's a joke, brother. It's just a joke. It's all good, brother.
No worries.
It's just a joke.
Yeah, social media. Social media.
I know I made a
It's
joke
just
about
one
Yelp, brother.
Okay.
It's just a joke, brother. It's all good. Calm down.
Exactly. This room is a joke.
I know. We just heard you reading. And you don't politics.
No, we don't appreciate how I'm like
You know
that.
what the biggest joke of the day was? Us listening to you read. So
Oh.
hilarious thing.
Oh,
Go ahead, politics.
So,
What's your question?
no, comment.
Okay, my question is,
Oh, you gotta be interesting.
Oh, Tim, let the brothers
Can you hear me?
Politics. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
You just made a
okay,
joke.
my question is, why you have first pen the photo in your page?
He ain't got no
And then-
backbone. He ain't got no backbone. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Go ahead, politics.
Oh, sorry.
I was curious because my question is, you are advocating about black people or whatever it is your point, but you have in your in your page one of the most racist people, Pen Paris. So I don't understand why is that. What's the point? You put that and then you
Yeah, I
make
can
the agreement.
Yeah. So I put the Pierce Morgan PDR up because when Russell Brand was on, I thought it was funny when he went to look for the Bible verse and then Pierce Morgan's face. That's all. I don't support anything Pierce Morgan says or does. That's all. It's just a look, brother. Would you like me to change it?
No, I'm curious because it doesn't make any sense because one thing what you are saying and then what's you put it in your page. I don't get it because if you are supporting the right of black people or minority people, whatever it is you call it, and I think it's conservative child. I mean, from my point of view, I could be mistaken. I don't know.
He is projecting. He wants, people to assume.
Wait a minute, cause politics, you don't have a picture of. So why the fuck does it matter?
It doesn't matter because
You don't have a picture of.
Just, I just got that. It's okay.
Because
it's
I have
okay.
my opinion.
I feel like this
But
is
there
just.
if you put your picture, whatever it is, someone is legitimate to put it, his whatever it is he believe, and then
You going out. I don't know if it's my phone or what, but you went out, bro.
I think politics got moved down. It's all right, y'all.
I think it's the connectivity. I just had to, cause what?
He just didn't understand that it's a meme picture. That's all it is. Politics. It's just a meme. It has no greater political meaning to ban. It's just a meme. It's okay.
Yeah, we like to project with these pictures. So people who are new to the online space, beware. Looks can be deceiving.
Hey, P. Ray, how you doing, brother? Did you want to speak to the topic? P. Ray, are you there, brother?
Who did they call out?
You're on stage. P. Ray is on stage and then would speak to black conservatism. Go ahead, P. Ray. Do you think, brother?
You gotta unmute. Unmute, bro. We can't hear you.
You got to press the unmute, P. Ray, brother P.
You're on stage already. You just have to unmute, hit the microphone.
The microphone is that big black button in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
P, if it's still messing up, you might have to leave the room or the app and come back in.
Yep, technical difficulties.
Usual, in the interim, GOP American type perspective.
Yes, we can hear you.
Say something.
Ambassador,
interject my 2 cents into the conversation. So speaking on the topic of black conservatism and black neoliberalism and all that stuff, I come from the side of libertarianism, so I don't really side with the Democratic or the Republican point of view on things. The two-party system for a long time has failed, all ethnic lines, so it doesn't really matter what, either you have to say on the political space in this country, because I think it's of my opinion that corporate donor money and Jewish PAC money have taken over, so it, you can go up to the polls and vote, but they don't have your best interest in mind. I really wanted to come on here and speak about this, situation in Iran, because it's really just the precursor to World War III. And
Well, that's a different topic. That's a different topic.
Okay, I just wanted to say.
So why don't we, do you mind if we go to your interest in libertarianism first?
Sure.
So are you a black man?
I am.
Okay. And do you believe that institutions should be able to discriminate who their customers are based off of those customers' race, creed, or color?
In a free market society, I don't think so, but according to my beliefs, yes.
Okay. So, okay, cool. And you believe that, what about taxes? Do you think there should be any public taxes?
To an extent, I believe that the people should be allowed to have oversight as to where the taxes should be allocated.
Okay. So you do believe in some taxes that should oversight. And how would we, without elected representatives, how would we decide where those taxes and how they're meted out?
Well, it should be a system in place to where, if I do pay my taxes, it should go towards what I elect to pay my taxes towards.
That's what I'm asking. What would the system be?
Well, it should be an elective system. Like, hey, if you pay, file your taxes at the end of the year, you should say, okay, I want my income to go towards this, or this
Okay.
program.
So what if you decide you don't want to pay any taxes, so you don't pay any? Would those who pay more in taxes get more services? So say I decide to give $1,000 to a local police department, and you decide to give $100. Should I get 10 to 1 of the attention from the police department?
Well, no, obviously not, because it's a shared system.
Why not? But I put in more money.
Well, my thing is that, listen, I just don't think that if I pay my taxes into a system, it's not being, treated fairly. So
what if I just put $1 in everything?
well, the thing is, if your income is based off, your taxes are based off your income, then really you should be able to have a choice as to where you pay your taxes towards. I'm just saying you should have a system of options where.
What if nobody decides to put money in the military? Then we should have no military.
Yes, we shouldn't have a military.
All right, cool. That's good. And then, would you be fine if the federal government repealed all the civil rights laws and go back to the system of, because that's federal government, and just let people decide in free market?
I'm sorry, repeat the question. I didn't hear you.
Would you be fine if we repealed or got rid of federal laws protecting civil rights? The Fair Housing Act, the Civil Rights Act of 57, Civil Rights Act of 64, the late NLRB acts, all the rights that we get from as being citizens. Do you believe? Or are you fine? Where'd he go?
I didn't touch him.
Wait. Did he move down? No, he just left.
I found it profoundly true up and down the internet, clubhouse, various spots. Libertarians, conservatives, not speak directly to the issue of we the people very seldomly because they don't have an established track record. That's why earlier on this same subject, I attempted to introduce the concept that why not have the GOP produce a congressional black caucus for the clubs. See, nobody is going to entertain it. They don't want the black man on board only for his usage value only. And when they have completely exhausted that usage value, then they become completely disposable, regardless of the rank of that Republican or Libertarian or the ultra-conservative. And then your guy here, Stephen Smith, Stephen A. Smith considers himself a fiscal conservative. So he's not going to speak directly to the issue of we the people. Unless they trap their testicles in the sand of the desert, or if you get her about it, any weedy titty, itty bitty titty committed, and she said, oh, I don't want you to trap me. And you bail the fuck out because they're not going to talk to the issue of we the people in order to preserve their position among the conservatives and the libertarians, and there are a few bureaucrats there as well. That is an established network that they would not break that bond. If you find one speaking to the issue of we the people, that is an exception as opposed to the rules. And that's why they always clap their ears 3 times and say bye, bye, bye. I would not.
Always good to hear from you, Ambassador.
There lies the truth. As you know it to be, it will make you free. See, we do have to give the Democrat Party accreditation for having over the years a great representative in Barbara. How you doing that? Especially while somebody's speaking, it's very polite. But as in the Barbara Jordan, for instance, and then many others in modern politics, I still have to tip my hat, my kufi to Hakeem Jeffries, and his colleague is right there in Jersey. He's one of the most brilliant men in the whole congressional movement. But they don't give him accreditation, but we'll talk on it next time. But that Jersey representative is a super brilliant black man, and he led the longest, as we know it, one of the longest. He's not from Philly, but one of the longest filibusters in history. So, but he has to be a staunch intellectual and know his politics in order to carry it for that long. Like I said, and they could go down and ask.
Okay, Uncle,
But I'm really sorry.
stop, Uncle. You just going
I'm just making a point, bitch.
Okay, but you made your point several times. Stop. Just chill.
Well, I wanted to talk about Bernie Sanders.
Let's have a thought.
Talk too, okay?
I'm talking about
I did have a question because I see some of the conservatives ran out of the room. Did that one young person who said he was for a limited government, did y'all ever ask him what he meant by that limited government that he preferred as someone who was leaning, he said he was a moderate leftist, but was then at this point in the conversation flirting with conservatism? Did he ever explain that or not? Because I was very curious about that.
No, Britt, he bowed out when Ben asked him to kind of go in depth on his policy positions. And he blamed me for baiting him into the conversation because I outed him for being black. I guess that was my fault.
You messed up his cover as a white man.
You trying to come in and troll. I wasn't in on the joke at the time. That's my apologies.
Well,
Nope, you don't have to speak.
Was it Aaron guy?
But Bert, what I'm recognizing, these people haven't really thought this
just like what's going on now. Oh, we're just gonna do a thing, but we're not gonna think it through. We're just gonna feel our way through once we get there. That's what this is. I think Sonny said it earlier in regards to the vibes. I was cooking today. I couldn't join the conversation. I was on the highway. But this vibe thing, who's off mute?
Your uncle.
Uncle Ambassador, what's going on? Why are you misbehaving like this? What's happening?
You that
I'm gonna have to pull you to the
grandpa.
side. Leave him alone, brother. I'm gonna have to take you to the side and have a conversation. Um, so yeah, it's those feelings. Everything is based off of emotions. Sonny called somebody else out. She said, "Well, are you against this?" He said, "Well, I do have a problem with it." I said, "Well, God dang, it must be people worried about what goes on in other people's houses, but not paying attention to what's going on in their own." I heard the gentleman, um, say that somebody was a side piece. All this stuff. It's amazing to me. Thank you, TT. How negative and vulgar these people speak. But for some kind of way, they think they stand on this high moral ground because they had the word conservative or claiming conservative. But, throughout this conversation, Ben, I really want us to look at some of these people who claim to be conservative, like Stephen A. Smith. He's not married. Where's the conservativeness in that? What's going on? There's a lot of these. I don't know. Maybe the values of conservativeness. Maybe I don't understand it. Maybe there's a new rule. Maybe there's a new uh, way of being. Is there something new to it? I don't get it. These people aren't conservative. Just because you don't like a thing and what somebody does in their house does not make you conservative at all. That's you being biased. That's you being a bigot. It does not equate to conservatism at all. Zero. These people claim to be Republican and all this. How much money do you have? I don't know. I just.
I think they think being gay or trans isn't conservative. Meanwhile, they got like Caitlyn Jenner. She's super conservative and she's trans. Like way more conservative than they are.
But that's the thing. Are they just claiming it, or are they?
What makes you so liberal? What makes you so liberal? What makes you so liberal?
Sir, I don't claim to be a part of anything, sir. You don't know me.
First lady
You don't
in
know me.
effort.
Wait a minute. Let me get Mr. DeMovie together, because I told you, you just want to be on the clip. You just want to
Man,
be
fuck
involved.
you in that clip. No, you talking crazy. You just
Oh,
in between.
now it's F me?
You just in between. You just in between.
You just said F me.
Yeah, I did. Fuck you. Shit. Y'all
And
Democrats.
that's very conservative. That's very conservative. That's very conservative of you, sir.
Yeah. You sensitive motherfucker.
But
Well, but that's the thing. Now, if in fact I yell at you and then I come across and I start cussing at you, then you call me an angry black woman. Because I am sensitive and I am resting in my femininity, you still mad.
Oh, you resting in your femininity.
Again, there you go, sir. I haven't, sir.
Don't call me sir. Just make your movie.
I call you what I want to call you.
I know, but I identify as a white male. I identify as a white male.
Just like you don't respect me. I call you. You want to disrespect me?
I identify as the
you
trans
is calling
white
you
male.
sir, then I'm going to call you sir. I call you what I want to call you. Just like you said,
Respect my pronouns.
No,
Respect my
pronouns. You give no respect, sir. So why should you get respect? You sitting here calling me soft, but yet and still, again, they want this conservative, women in the household. So I'm supposed to submit to someone like you? Someone who's going to sit there and cuss me out and say F me? Because what? What did I say that disturbed your peace? I don't know who pisses in your cornflakes every morning. I don't know who's fucking you in your ass.
See?
But if you want
There
to
you
get
go.
raw and
Now we
dusty,
getting somewhere.
that's what I'm
Now
saying.
we get
Because
y'all
that's what
gay
you want.
motherfuckers want
That's
that
what
shit.
you want
You
because
trying
you
to
a
translate
gutter.
like just
You a gutter sniper. That's what you are. You are. That's what you are. So that's what you recognize.
What has upset
That
you,
is the
liberal?
kind
What has
of
upset
speech you
you?
recognize. You don't like
Oh,
when somebody's
baby.
nice to you, sir. You
You're
can't
not
take
nice.
it because when I'm nice to
You're
you,
intellectual
you disrespect me.
disfranchised.
Whatever. You's a fucking
I
bum.
know it
That's
hurts
what
your
you are.
feelings.
You a dirty ass bum.
Yeah.
That's what
Your
you are.
character is dirty. Your soul dirty.
No.
You have a transgender teaching your kids how to be a
Guess
man.
what? You're the dirty one.
And you like them feeding your kids that
to
bullshit.
stand on, and you don't.
Your political
You don't.
incorrect
You're
ass.
not clean, sir.
Your
dirty.
soul
You
not
are
clean.
filthy.
Your soul not clean. You didn't make
No,
you third
believe
lady.
me, my soul
You
is
been
real
ran
clean.
through it look like.
Believe me. Oh, use a
I
lot.
got 4 baby
Use a
daddies
lot.
stuff.
Use a lot. Tell me where. Tell me where. Use a lot. See, that's what you do. You sit and you project because of what you've been through.
I gotta take a
This
phone
is
call.
now. I bet you because I'm gonna talk
I'm gonna
about
take
you while
this
you're gone.
phone
Go ahead,
call,
take
man.
that phone call because I'm gonna still talk about you gone. Because I'm gonna talk about your raggedy ass mother that raised your raggedy ass. That's what I'm going to do. Go ahead, take your call. Because I'm going to continue to keep on talking. Go ahead, take your call, baby. Take your call, my bro. Take your call. Your raggedy ass mother raising you like that. Sitting there trying to project off when people ran through. You're talking about your mother. Your mother's a hoe. Because if in fact you had any kind of respect for any kind of woman, you wouldn't just automatically assume that somebody's out there getting ran through. I don't go around screwing, sir. You don't know me. You sitting there calling me a liberal. I said I don't subscribe to anything. Then you say fuck me. So no, fuck you, bitch.
But First Lady, one of the things that I want to get back to what you were saying, and Ben put it in the chat, but these are the conservatives. These are the conservatives.
The wannabe conservatives.
I mean, at this point,
they're cosplaying.
But First Lady, to me, there comes a level where I'm not even gonna split I'm not even gonna split the hairs anymore. If you're claiming the thing, I'm gonna hold you to the thing, and then I'm going to hold everybody a part of the clique to that standard. I'm going to hold it to your lowest common denominator because this is what you, for lack of a better term, this is what you are. To have someone who is unprincipled, who has no grasp of the issues, no grasp of any of the policy. It's just a measure of black women are whores and are sluts and abort babies and I have all this time to procreate as a failed heterosexual. What is there to conserve? There is nothing. There is no God in that. There is no Christ in that. There is no conservative in that. There is just grievance. There is just, I feel a particular way, and by saying I'm conservative.
Project for another 7 years. I didn't call.
I'm sure you're off the use.
Yeah, and just by saying I'm conservative, I have a get out of jail free card for everything I do and say after that. And yeah, it's a very sad life that these people are living. I don't.
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that these people think they're standing on some moral high ground is insane to me. Insane.
Yes.
The people who actually sit on the high moral ground is mean with you.
Yes.
Like, you are repulsive to them.
Yes.
Like, are you serious? Like,
Yes.
you're disgusting to them. They think you're the bottom of their shit.
Yes.
The gutter of all.
Yes.
And then the way you talk, like, are you
Yes.
serious?
Yes.
Just disgusting.
Modern. So this is just the case for. So I'm going to defend one element of MAGA. I'm going to call it the cool MAGA because people here know who he is and he's one of our resident MAGAs. I'm going to defend that MAGA. That's a MAGA of political warfare. That's a MAGA of we want these outcomes. This guy's here to get it. These guys are here to get it. These gals are here to get it. We do our thing. We conservatism today who, and I'm interested in the black ones, and this is going to sound a little mean, but I'm going to say it, who have not achieved anything intellectually, economically, socially, culturally. They think they are intellect, they hate academics like me, so-called. They think they can do what I do, so-called. They can't. They think they can do what Hurricane does, they can't. They think they can do what Patty does, they can't. And everything is personal. It's all personal. And the only thing they can do is project a lifestyle onto us that gives them the so-called moral. 48 years old, no children, no marriage, getting his dick sucked by students up there. 30-something years old, saying other people are gay, no marriage, no children, saying other people don't have any children, don't have children, talking about people's edges on their hair. If you are liberal, gutter snipe like us, cool. But don't come in and tell us you are these beacons of conservative traditional values and you eat honey packs to beat off. That's why there's a certain version of the MAGA, the Mad Cools of the Lord Beamer. They don't want the illegals in. They don't like black people. They're open about it. They're not at the White House fake praying with Paula Wright. The angels of Africa, angels of this, the angels of the... What is that? Donald Trump didn't even go to church on Easter. Huh? Hello? And so what they do, and I'm interested in the black people.
Hello?
Well, we gotta go back to the time when the black woman... And that's why y'all do whatever you want. But y'all should have let me and Mrs. Spinoza up to these men, because if you're worried about your woman and welfare, you're not a man. Your woman chooses welfare over you. If your woman decides she's going to talk, if you're concerned about how black women talk, and that's what you see in your day-to-day life, you ain't got the women around you in check. You can call me a simp. Women in my life don't talk like that. They won't be around here. And I'm square. I'm a bitch-ass nigga. You're not going to be in here talking like that. My mother's not going to be... There's men in here. We don't talk like that to each other. And vice versa. See, that's what's so odd about it. You can... Certainly, I'm not going to say the names, First Lady. I'll be done here. They don't like the modern woman. I guess I'm not around modern women. The women in my... You know what the women in my family going to be doing tomorrow? Anybody believe? Making sure all the wrinkles is out of the clothes for church. We're going to be at church. You know what they're going to do after church? Cook. Well, it's Mother's Day. Some of the dudes might cook. That's a different thing. That's what's going to happen. That's why the Kevin Samuels thing was so odd to me, that phenomenon. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see a lot of women like that over the age of 25. What circles are people, 40-year-old men? I was listening to the not the bottle service, but I forget which room was the other day. Y'all cut me off. I've gone on for a while, but y'all cut me off. They were sitting around talking about whether or not a woman cares about what a man is interested in on dates. When did the niggas become the bitch? Sorry to use the crass language, but that's the language y'all understand. Drake said, niggas pop more than bitches these days. Some of us come on here and chat on here, that's true. But in the dating, you need a woman to understand what you're going through at work and the struggles at work, and oh my God, the man is breaking me. That's what you talk to your niggas, that's your lady. This is how y'all interact with the women, y'all go inside. Oh, well. Well, this baby. We're gonna raise this baby. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna work over this baby. You ain't gotta worry about your woman going to fucking Planned Parenthood if you're there. Worried about whether or not black women are going to Planned Parenthood. Guess what? Plan your parenthood. Get your ass a job and pay for the rent. Save some of it. It's really simple. It's really simple. Well, if you go to court, women get all the court. Oh my God. You got a woman taking you to court for $280 a month. You want a tax write-off for child support? I'm a patriarch. We need a patriarchy. And you need a tax write-off of $285? My child support is $500. Guess what? For those of us who take care of our children, my child support last year was $178,999. So I looked at the taxes. I had multiple tuitions. Well, actually, I don't have any kids, excuse me. But, what do you mean your child support? When that vein was going down your Johnson and was shooting out, there go your responsibility right there. When that vein popped out in your Johnson, that's your child. That's your child. 50-year-old men online complaining and the movie he cited, and I'll end here. He cited Evan Samuels the way Harold Bloom used to cite William Shakespeare. I have not heard a man's name in another mouth that much, except for one time I stumbled upon the gate form by accident. I said, oh my God, he's saying the man's name. There's a Johnson there. Let me get off here. Say Kevin Samuels' name 18. Well, Kevin Samuels, like Kevin Samuels is St. Ambrose. Like Kevin Samuels is Pliny the Elder. Like Kevin Samuels is Karl Marx. Well, Kevin Samuels, you have grown men fighting a dead closeted homosexual. Oh, Godfather. Now, was Kevin Samuels' content funny? It certainly could be. When he had somebody that he played taps and it was hilarious. Why are people citing Kevin Samuels?
Man, he's the niggas that Kevin Samuels used to talk about. When Kevin Samuels used to actually rant about, get on niggas about how they need to be showing up in the market, he's the niggas he's talking about.
Well, this is what I'm saying by, and that's what I mean by people have to, again, I hate to do it, but the racists, the xenophobes, the bigots, they don't see in the MAGA movement, conservative movement, they're not there for morals. They don't like trans people. It's that clear. Well, the Bible made God, and that's not why you don't like trans people. You just don't like trans people. Keep it a bean, a bump, real. But to me, it's so odd. I'm going to end it here, First Lady. And I'm happy to take any questions. I don't have to, but I'm going to have it back and forth. I'm ready to do it. But I can also get it. Let's go a lot. Why are people pretending to be patriarchs? Pater familias. I guess I got to go to the Latin now. That they are. Women need to submit. Why would a woman sit up under a man who's worried about welfare taking you out of the home? Well, the Democrats took the father out of the home. What happened? A bunch of liberals got together, picked them up and moved them out of the home. Oh, you can't take this. My kids. Well, we don't get a fair shot in the court system. Easy. Don't get in the court system. Even better. Men have just a better shot of winning the child. What is your child taking the child? Go fight for custody. You take the child. And so you're right, First Lady. It's these people that have this fake moral thing, and here's why. I'm gonna bring it home right now. They got nothing else going for them. It's total cap. Many of these people are former criminals, bums, blights on the community. They didn't do anything for the community. I don't know who's off mute. That's Brother Quinn. before I let you go, can you get on your dear Queen? Anyway, that's what it is, First Lady. We hear it time and again. Late middle-aged dudes who terrorize the community, mad that they were the Democrats who put them in prison or sided over their baby moms, and want to go with Trump because he's going to give them a break on fucking child support. We're finally getting somewhere. They don't believe in conservative principles. They believe in get back because instead of doing what they were supposed to do when they was 20 and 30 years old, they was doing what they was doing. I'm done. Y'all got it. I'm telling you it's what it is. Nobody has come in here and I asked Miss Annette why people should vote Republican. She ran for Senate. She said, you're not going to back me into a corner. What? I'm done. No diggity.
So it is the actual policy then.
No doubt. No diggity. No doubt. No diggity.
But I do just want to say that I do find it very, very incredible that, to Ben's point, it does become very much and I don't mean for it to, if it does sound elitist or classist, my fault, my bad. But it does very much after a while just become like you come into the room, you have nothing to show but grievance, and then you start engaging with particular people on the stage, especially with certain policy discussions or just even trying to tease out a particular question. And then when the conversation devolves, it then becomes personalized about how somebody doesn't know the things that they know. They're Googling. They're a bitch ass nigga. They're a bitch. Fuck you. You're a feminist. You think you're this. You think you're that. And it's very. I don't know if it's an insecurity. I don't know what it is, but it just gets very interesting that when the emperor has no clothes and everybody's now acknowledging it, now all of a sudden we all have to get called out our names because
I do not understand this idea
you
that
aren't well versed in what you have outside of your grievance.
And the Bama had nerve to badmouth the whole room.
Hold on, Ambassador. Hold on. Earlier when one of them guys had started talking earlier, and Ben had asked him about, whether he was satisfied with what was going on now. And the man said that, both parties, and we heard that with Speak, we heard that a couple of different times with the same type of niggas. It's like they got excuses for every bad decision that they've made in their lives. They're gonna blame it on somebody else. But they don't see their own fault in it. And it's sad. It's so sad. That boy, the movie or whatever his name is, he really displayed the education system of Mississippi. I've never really dealt with people from Mississippi, so I wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying, how it was for real. But that right there that was a display of what they was talking about when they said they got the worst educational system. Ooh, that was bad. And I did good. Y'all gotta say I did good because it was a lot of triggers.
Go ahead, Elder. You wanted to say something?
No, I was just ad-libbing on the fact that the Bama came in. I mean, they had a little energy coming in, but they identified as GOP types.
You're not the elder. You're talking about ambassador, not you, elder. It's an actual elder named elder.
Elder Tara. Go ahead. You wanted to say
Oh, well,
something?
excuse me. Well, at least finish my sentence saying
Oh, sure.
they didn't offer any real substance of conversation on themselves, nor the party or conservatives in general. They just, I'm out here and no real substance in my mind.
100%. Go ahead, Elder. You wanted to say something about black conservatives? That's the topic. Elder, did you want to talk about black conservatives? topic. So that's the topic. So as soon as we change the topic, you'll be the first to go. Anybody else want to talk on the black conservatives? We can move to black people. All right, Elder, it's over.
I did hold the topic.
Hold still. Again, Miss Annette, she stayed here for a while.
Yeah.
I just want to go back. I was nice. Oh, she came back. I was nice to Mr. The movie several times. And
Yep.
several occasions he has disrespected me throughout this wonderful Saturday. Several times. And then, because I called him sir, I don't even know what triggered him. But he just said F you. What? Like, are you?
And he called you a wench too. He called
Oh,
you a
ain't a witch. Oh my goodness. I just don't know. Is it codeine that's in the cup? I'm not sure. But that type of energy does not represent the conservative. Again, maybe y'all don't understand my question. I'm asking to the people on stage. Did conservative, did it change? Did something change? Do these people have a new script for it? Is there a new definition for it? Is there a new way? I just want to know, because then maybe I might switch over to being conservative. I don't know. I just want to.
Hello?
There is a dorky answer I could give, but it probably won't satisfy.
We'll try.
Okay. So one of the problems with conservatism, political conservatism, especially after, I told you it's going to be dorky, so I apologize, especially after World War II, is that they were brought together mainly by things that they are against than things that they're for. This is actually
Everything is projection. It's so funny.
in terms of solidifying what it is that they actually stand for. There are some policy things, some on civil rights, etc., but generally, it's a bunch of people cobbled together in a space in opposition to a thing and a set of things, as opposed to rallying around the thing or a set of things. And so a lot of times what happens is when the conservative movement shows up, they're against the hippies, they're against the anti-war, they're against the civil rights people, okay, they're against labor, they're against this. Now they're against free trade. Anybody notice that? Like, it always changes. And so what you have now, and this is going to sound in the black conservative side,
will never accept reality. I show them the numbers, the charts, the whole truth right here on this remote. They just nod and keep talking about game shows. John, who are you arguing with now? The invisible.
they're against educated, well-spoken black people. I actually think that is true at this point. If you are a particular kind of
I'm going to draw the number 1 million.
it's not like getting Blu-ray or people know.
Value of the number I draw is like.
Thank you so much for coming.
And then Lord Tussler became the first doctor in fact. He was the main one out there barbecuing ribs.
A lottery ticket. That's what my property
Now
tax bill
one's
tells me. Just
identity as a black person is not being like X, Y, Z. That's why the movie brought up D9 so many times. I've never heard somebody bring up D9. He didn't want Kamala Harris to be president because of D9. What do you think they was going to do? Go in there and have a party? So it always changes. It always changes. And so if whatever the dominant thing is, that's what they're against. So for black conservatives, they don't like well-spoken niggas. They don't. They say we went to
A
college.
well-spoken
That was one of King Carter's best lines.
King Carter.
Very illuminating.
Illuminati.
They like that while they were pencil fighting and playing paper football and making beats in the back of chemistry class and math class, I was doing that while also doing my homework. And then I get in a fight and say, well, I get better grades than X, Y, and Z, so suspend him. They didn't like that. That's what black conservatives are. They don't stand for anything. They only stand against things. That's the problem.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the problem. You only get that really if you read a lot of conservative literature. Because just think about it. Republicans for decades worked for, we need free trade. Donald Trump comes in, all of a sudden they believe in tariffs. Huh?
Huh?
don't make no sense. Oh, tariffs? What? All of a sudden? Wow. Okay. Cool. Here they are.
The conservatives I know wouldn't be talking about people's body parts and worrying about who's been running through them.
Not like that, especially not to a woman.
Mm.
But now they do, and the reason why the black male concern, what really animates them is a distaste of educated black women who won't give an ass. There was a time when you were educated, so there's this whole thing about black women now have more education than black men. That's been that way since for 75 years. These stats that people run with are so dumb. Y'all gotta stop getting stuff over the internet. Just you did that earlier today with the people down in Georgia who was running around with the barbecue. That happened almost 20 years ago. It just got back in people's algorithms. I'm going to tell you that earlier. That happened back in 2010, 2015. Anyway, I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Like the girl's already been in, she's been out of prison for 10 years. She went to prison for 3 years. I'm saying, but that's a discussion. But anyway, people are roaming this like, oh.
Stargate wasn't just another alien movie. An Egyptology student sued for $100 million claiming the script was stolen from him.
That's what black men, because black men had jobs where they was making money in plants. Farming, agriculture.
The ship changes its shape, allowing sunlight to flood the room. Ra, surrounded by his entourage, approaches them and displays.
Stargate wasn't just another...
And the lady said, shit, I make 65, 70,000. My little BA in human resources. I gotta give you the pussy. I gotta give you that square up there. You make $100,000. And that's part of the issue. And black women are also doing this thing. This is gonna be a little crass, so I apologize. Y'all got roses and shit. Y'all have found better ways to make somebody who's a bum. I know this sounds like I'm saying, but I really believe that. I think sex is at the core of a lot of this stuff. I think that black women have.
That's why all the 24 Tirthankaras, all the 24 great masters of Jainas are sons of kings. Not a single person comes from a poor family. What does it show? It shows pure materialism, nothing else. All the avataras of the Hindus are sons of kings. As if though...
Watch this. Y'all rather hang out with your gay male friends and have a good time than be around those people. They hate it. That's why a lot of them don't like gay guys either. They don't like a lot of gay guys because y'all now openly are friends. Remember back in the day, our parents might have a gay friend at church or at work, and she didn't really talk about it at home, but you knew she had a gay friend. Go out with your gay friends. They hate it. Why would a woman or would a man like the movie? The movie can make $150,000. He is so deplorable crass. You wouldn't imagine getting in his car. What would his car smell like? I can smell him through the phone. I said, speaking dirty. Did you hear what he said? They not dirty.
Stargate wasn't just
I
another...
bite my nails. What grown man bites their nails?
Stargate wasn't just another alien movie.
Oh,
An Egyptology student sued...
look like you've been scratching a donkey's ass. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. That's the same.
I was just gonna double down on Van's point, because if you, especially on the relationship side of the app, especially back in, like, let's say, second season of this app, if those men got to talking, they will go on those rants about how the straight cishet women should not be getting any advice from gay men. They shouldn't be listening to gay men. They shouldn't be hanging with gay men. And unprovoked, out of nowhere, just bringing up gay men into the conversations. I did, yeah. But to your point, what want to hunch on?
Hello?
A nigga who looks like he smells like hot dog water and Black and Miles.
And that's the irony. I think that's the irony. I think that ladies, now we're doing relationships a little bit, but I think so about that. I think men had to put more effort in how they looked back in the day. Had to look good, smell good. That was the thing. I think
Wasn't just another alien movie.
Basically, before that.
An Egyptology student sued for $100 million claiming the script was stolen from him.
People demonstrate you now. Back in the 70s. Most instances, when you go look at your parents or your grandparents, well, some of your grandparents, my parents, for most of y'all, I mean your mothers, pictures from the 70s, dudes was usually flyer than the ladies were.
That's correct.
Now you guys are kind of like, I just want somebody that holds down a job and doesn't engage in domestic violence and can put a sentence together. But people like the movie, God bless them.
Those are high standards.
And what it does, and then what it does.
He's mad. I stopped again to wait for you to say the same thing again, bro.
No. It's okay. See, you're one of those
God
people.
damn, bro. What?
Two of my exes played soccer.
Where they play?
No, not really. They played
Baseball.
they played baseball. Like what position? I don't even know, to be honest. Don't know. And both of them coached kids.
I coached basketball when I was younger.
It's cute.
It was like all the boys with the med shit.
Yeah, he one of them coached kids at a Martian and the other one was Catholic and he had a bunch of nephews that played soccer. He was their coach on their team.
Kind of freaking out, Olivia. I'm kind of freaking out.
Why?
Because my right knee is hurting and I don't ever feel joint pain. And like, why is my knee actually hurting? Like maybe I should.
40.
So this.
Like you just started feeling it just now? Or even feeling it?
No, as I've been walking, like now, like as I'm walking to the gym and I'm like kind of freaking out. I was feeling it like when I was like laying down.
You need to stretch.
I'm just afraid that it's my stuff progressing.
Yeah. That's why I was like, you should skip the gym. That's literally why I said that.
Yeah.
Literally.
You have to take it slow. Are you mimicking me? Are you mocking me?
I love how like Simon was like, aren't you 40? Like, is your girlfriend's knees like fucked up? Isn't she like older than me?
Yes.
Why is her knees fucked up?
I needed her back.
How old are you, Simon?
31.
And your girlfriend is 40, what?
She's 50.
She's 50. And how long have you guys been together?
6 years.
Wow. How did you guys meet?
6 years and
At the park.
5 days.
You guys met at the park?
Yeah.
Like, did you walk up to her? What
Who
happened?
listens to Simon? I listen to Simon.
Mashallah.
So, did you like walk up to her? How did this happen?
Yeah. I mean, she was just like looking at me. And I just approached her.
And this is in France?
No.
This isn't.
Simon, tell her about all the girls in Cincinnati that were staring at you.
Like ghetto fucking retards. I've never been spoken to by a woman in my entire life. Like I literally had women telling me they wanted to rape me in fucking Cincinnati.
Like
Stargate.
a good kind of rape or that kind of rape?
Yes, that's like a good kind of
Nothing wrong with that. But they weren't cute.
No, oh my god, he was like fucking 300 pounds. Like,
So do you live in France or do you live in Canada? So you guys met in Canada?
Come an annoyance.
Yeah,
And
so
we're
library
not
is
talking
open.
about like a short-term annoyance. Like this has been a persistent problem. If you drink, we have been annoyed with your drunkenness. Stop it. Give us a break.
You've been read. Madams, there's only one like you.
Right.
I love you, man.
I'm just, I come on here to mind my business, okay, and to entertain myself. But I'm tired of David's drunkenness. I'm tired of it.
We should do something about that.
No, you should do something about that. Keep your dick suckers off of the
That's why you're and I slept the entire way.
Wow, that's crazy. So what does she do?
She just wants property.
French properties?
Yeah.
Have you seen what is the Chateau de something that the Saudi king or Saudi prince he owns? You know what I'm talking about, Nora? Chateau de da. It's like a big, huge place in France that he owns.
Simon, I'm reading The Virtue of Selfishness by Ayn Rand. I love it.
Are you recording, Kitover?
No.
Yeah.
No, of course not. No.
Okay.
Why would I do that?
So, I mean, the whole subject of soccer came up because I was gonna ask when you run, because you said you don't run anymore.
It's because
You're probably gonna say this is bad, but like, do you think that like when you run or when you walk, twisting your waist is a good or bad thing? Do you remember this girl at UK?
I could do like,
I was like, yeah, when I run, I make sure I twist my body to like focus on my waist.
I can
And she's like, you should never do that. That like messes up your hips. Blah 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 blah. What do you think? That motion.
you need to do yoga, Princessia. I see people at the gym. I see people at the gym who are like, they can't do, the exercises that the physical fitness trainers are asking them to do. I'm like, why the fuck are they doing this? Like, they're injuring
I want to
themselves.
hear the last thing Simon said. What did you say, Simon? My knee has nothing to do with my
He
business.
said
My knee
he's an objectivist, and he thinks that you need to read Ayn Rand if you want to cure your pain.
No, my knees.
But that's not what I said.
What did you say?
Did you throw him down there?
Yeah, he sucks.
What did you say?
Oh man, I'm like a little hesitant now.
Oh yeah,
No. Don't worry about it, Albert.
Wait, did you say Bry sucks? I don't understand. Why do you think Bry sucks?
John, you got something for us, man? Put it on.
What do you want to hear? You want me to read a book? You want music? You want?
No, I want you to think something. I want you to put some fucking effort into it too.
Excuse me?
You need to put some effort into it. You need to sing something or play a musical instrument.
Oh, I'd be happy to play a musical instrument. No, I'm gonna play my space drum. This is how I know Bry down there, because Bry.
John, I'm just giving you the warning right now. I'm giving you the warning.
He's really good.
This is the John Kitover band. Never had one lesson. Never had one lesson. That's how I know Brian.
Okay. Bro, you need to get yourself a fucking drum kit.
That's a Ferris Bueller quote, right? Never had one lesson.
Yeah. This is my favorite musical instrument.
Dude, his fucking hands are already worn out. Sorry for playing the other thing. That's good though, man. You need to get yourself some sticks and a snare, dude, and fucking put it on the snare.
I do actually have a.
Then add the bass drum and the hi-hat, and you'll be good, dude. Like, you're actually kind of not bad.
Well, I really like playing the harmonica now. That's my favorite thing. It's totally underrated because you get this blues element. If I do that in front of a woman, she starts thinking about what else I can do.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Flippy Nips.
Can I sit on your face tonight, John?
Oh
Sure, you can sit on my face tonight. Anytime. Great.
My beard is more glorious than yours. Get out of here. So, he's so fucking don't come a week later. Yeah, I'll come out when you're up here.
Hey, David, I'm sorry, man, but people are complaining about your alcohol usage, David, in the other room.
Stop, he's sober today.
Yeah. It's Dr. Adams. He's very upset with you, David. Very upset with you.
I know, just in the room with him, yes.
He says he's done with you. He's totally done with you.
I've heard.
David is a savant. I don't know what your problem is.
Oh, really? If retardation is Zen Buddhism, I mean, he's got it down pat. Like, he's got the retardation Zen,
I mean, it makes
positive
sense
vibration.
that thinks that David is a savant. He also thinks like Israel is like a savior state.
Ah! It is a savior state. What do you mean?
Like, what a retarded statement. Like,
I mean, I think calling David a savant doesn't get more retarded.
200 countries on this planet. There's like maybe like 20
Nobody's calling him a savant because he called him.
David, what's it like getting roasted by Princessia on a Saturday night?
I want one of those 30 states destroyed. Like,
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Like, it doesn't get more retarded than that.
That's right.
I'm sorry, we didn't hear anything you said.
He said he wants the non-existent Palestinian state to be destroyed.
We were still processing the fact that you think David is a savant when all he's ever done on Clubhouse is say, Simon!
Zach don't want to fuck his friends. Zach likes women.
That's
Yeah,
a lot
bro,
more.
what's
There's
up?
a lot of people that don't
No,
understand.
but you can't have access to the same women that Zach has access to.
Simon
That's the funny part.
Rubano Shalom.
Simon has his own money.
Is this room an homage to Robert Taylor, aka Conceptista? ¿Dónde está el conceptista? Maybe we should call him. Let's call him and see if he picks up.
Oh, we should have told him Happy Cinco de Mayo. We should have had a Cinco de Mayo room. Yeah.
I don't know who he's talking about.
closeted men. Anytime they go back into the back channels of trans women and gay men,
Kitover, if you want to be in spaces
I'm
here,
telling you, there are
when you
women
think you're
probably
talking
all over the
people,
country that identify as a woman and used to be men, but I guarantee you got some receipts on CJ.
I saw your video pop up.
Nah.
Yes.
Teenage boys love watching me fuck
oh god,
hot ass women.
oh god, they'll never end.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god. I was so close to like telling him, bro, I actually know this girl.
I'm assuming your friend is a Jew?
Oh, he's Italian.
He's a what, Italian? On a stack by a car.
Iranian.
No, Italian.
Oh, Italian.
I don't know any Iranians, to be honest. Actually, no, that's not true. I know a lot. Like, I knew it's Iranian women in Sweden. A lot of them.
I can't believe you actually think David is a savant. Can you please define savant?
A person who is a genius like David.
Olivia, it's your
Why is he
turn.
genius? Why is he genius?
He inherited his family's money and business.
No, because he has a 148 IQ and has 2 math PhDs.
Okay.
I
Wow.
mean, how would you describe a fucking savant?
I'm pretty sure he can't even tell you what a derivative is. Have him come back.
Pretty sure you could.
Oh god. Shit.
Why is he a genius, Simon?
Because he has a 148 IQ.
I fucked up. How do you know? Hold on, because David says that. Guys, listen. I'm
Like
like,
150 IQ.
nice
What does that
cookies.
say now?
Okay, well, Olivia's a savant.
Alright.
I wanted to, there's a balcony walking, and I just kept walking down the same sidewalk. Okay, fucker, listen, I said, hold on, I was walking down the same sidewalk as him because I'm not racist, but I should have gone to the other side of the sidewalk because he reeked of marijuana and it went in my body, and now I have like 2 hits of marijuana from the bus and from this guy.
Okay, honestly, like, you might be going to hell.
What do you mean? He reeked of marijuana.
No, honestly, like, you should always cross the street if there's a black guy on the same side.
You know, Olivia, when I was in college, me and this black girl, she's like this light-skinned black girl, we were running down on campus, and there were a bunch of like black guys walking. She's like, let's go on the other side. I would have kept going on the same path, but she crossed. I was like,
What is it called?
Neutral lane line. Like, stop it. You're not even good at it. You're so dumb
each mission.
and
So if you knew that,
stupid off the
and
substances.
our commanders, and we went by person and we were very close,
That's what I
and
wanted
so
to
they respected
That's
me
why I wanted to
as a crew member.
You can't perform in here, and I'm sure you
And
can.
I couldn't see any case where somebody would get discharged for being
That's why
honest.
she was with me for so long.
Why?
But towards the end, I started saying nah.
There's this other Zach account.
I started saying I'm tired.
Okay.
Started saying stuff like, oh, I had a long day at work today.
Yeah, because she refused to pay you.
Yeah.
Not too much on pegging.
He likes to get paid.
Yeah.
Who does?
He likes to get paid.
Hell yeah. She didn't know how to cook. She was mad my cooking was
She
better.
don't want to cook for you. You have nothing to offer.
So,
Why would a woman want to cook for you if you ain't got nothing to offer?
that's a big thing for me is women that can cook.
But you're not reciprocating. You have nothing to offer the woman. Why would she cook for you?
I think
You are doing nothing for her.
I think it'd be smart for women to get with me as soon as possible.
That would be a dumb move. No, it's not. Totally disappointed.
That would definitely be a dumb move.
Horrible move. intellectual value, not for. By the way, got no money. By the way, that's not good looks. Big snake, short.
Wait, Zach, you have alphas and you have freaking Tifo's account? One for your computer and one on your iPhone? You're a fucking sneaky ass person. You're the most clever cereal puzzle. We know why you. To the left.
That's why he's that coy.
Shut up.
I tell you what, bro.
Let me just leave my. You know, Zach, you gotta explain it, you.
Hey.
Tell the dog to shut up. Well, I'm gonna go Target and buy Mother's Day stuff. Some of us are.
Mother's Day is tomorrow.
Why would I do that? Okay, I'm like Adam something right Have fun, bitches.
No, you only are like Adams if you roll your window down and start screaming and calling people dumbasses in the street.
I've never done that. Yes, you did. You called. No, I did not. Yes,
Hey,
you
yo,
did.
Alpha.
No, I did not.
Yo, Alpha. What do you really look like, Alpha?
Shut up, secure.
What do you look like, Alpha? Let me tell me.
They're not interested in you. She doesn't believe that you're heterosexual. You're wasting your time. Exactly. Just say, shut up, secure.
You know, Alpha, you need to take Zach's account away from him. He has 2 accounts.
No, somebody has to stop that woman.
Zachary, don't. Zachary, you're in big trouble. You're a sneaky person. You fucking trick.
Do you want to run into that one?
No, let's see what Zach has. Zach, what do you have to offer?
Wait, what happened?
Zakaira.
Why would I be in trouble?
You're not in trouble, Zach.
Pussy, I was just playing.
Oh my god, Cat is here, my favorite trend chaser.
What the fuck's going on, bitch?
Hey,
I was just playing.
Bussy, would you say you're like the fun cousin of the family gatherings?
I mean, I usually hang out with like the young people and play like the games with them.
You don't read books?
Yeah, he's the fun uncle.
I'm not in trouble.
No, you're not. You're great.
I forgot to mute up this account.
Yeah, Dr. Adams says she's gonna put me down with all her black friends. All her African American friends.
Guess I forgot to leave this account. Shut up, Steve, by the way.
I met this chick out here. Her name is Chucky.
they do, they have 3 steps. The first one's a vagal maneuver, and there's a few different ways you can do that. You can do like really cold water, or you can like try to breathe really, really hard.
Stargate wasn't just another alien movie.
If that don't work,
An Egyptology student sued for 100.
basically just resets your heart by stopping it for just a moment. Yeah, that's the one I got. Not very fun. I didn't like that. And then if that doesn't
Can you
work,
talk about
then you
money?
get the paddles.
What are all these feelings which are around money? What makes it so powerful that people sacrifice their lives for it?
This is a very significant question. All the religions have been against, well,
So I haven't had, well, 3 times, but the second one I made was Ubered out, so I was like, but the first time it happened, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
give you
What
all
are you doing?
that can be purchased in
Okay,
life.
so both times, well, I guess all 3 times, I was
And
exercising.
all
But I think when I lay down on my right side,
everything can
I
be
actually
purchased except
closet. And yes, it can
those
get
spiritual
literally
values,
just laying on my side.
love,
Supposedly, it could be causing like this electrical
compassion,
disturbance in my heart.
enlightenment,
It's not super common. I asked Eva about it. He said that it could be mechanical awareness, which just means like I'm really aware of my heart
these
right now.
few
And
things
it may have actually been fluttering.
are
Like,
exceptions.
kind of like a murmur, like arrhythmias. But me, I was actually I was like, dude, I was like, yeah, well, no, I'm not. I mean, my heart rate's 130 max, so it's not even like close to capped out.
It's not considered athletic, is it?
150, 160. No, 160 when I'm like really fucking hauling ass on the bike or something.
You can stop doing that.
Yeah. Well, I was like, what am I supposed to do? And he's like, well,
What's your resting heart rate?
like 60. You mean like when I'm sleeping, or like just like laying
Yeah,
down?
no, on average, like right now.
Well, right now, probably like 70. I don't know, I have to check my watch. 70, 73, 74.
Do you run? Do you do cardio?
Yeah, I'm very athletic. I had the cardiologist put me through the test. At the time, it was 3 years ago, so it's 35. He's like, you have the heart like of like a 25-year-old. And I was like, yeah, exercise. I'm like, I'm not seeing bad. Very good. There's nothing we need to worry about. It's probably just a fluke. So go home. And I was like, all right. And I didn't worry about it. You know.
Athlete's heart. You heard about that? Athlete's heart.
No, never heard of it.
Intense exercise can lead to athlete's heart, a harmless condition where the heart changes shape and large
Other countries are going to start running out of cooking oil. Like, you're already missing crops. You're looking at possible starvation. Like, this has, because of the fertilizer issues, at some point, the U.S. is going to get global pressure to wrap this war up kinetically, to go in and just wipe it out. I mean, you've got British and French ships now that are coming into the Strait of Hormuz, warships. And I think the Iranians are aware of that, which is why they're trying to find a way to save face, but Trump's not really giving them a good exit ramp. And they're not giving Trump a good exit ramp, which kind of only leads to one thing. But you're right, it's gonna suck for the Gulf. But when it comes to America, it's really what our interest supersedes everything, including Israel. Israel just don't know that.
I mean, we were talking about animal lines earlier. You missed out. There's animal lines that run through Strait of Hormuz as well, by the way, underwater there. So Iran can go after the internet lines, can go after these warships. Okay, let's say they get bombed. Okay, let's say America bombs your electric infrastructure, electric facility in Iran. What Iran will do, Iran will bomb electric facility in the UAE. Because the UAE is in bed with Israel, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We'll just keep
Yeah,
bombing.
So
You can keep bombing the UAE, but we're gonna keep bombing. We're just gonna keep bombing you. You can bomb Kuwait until there's nothing left to Kuwait, but we're just gonna keep bombing until we can get the Strait open. I mean, like, it's gonna become a zero-sum game. Essentially.
What are they gonna bomb? According to, they have to abide by international law, do they not?
Have you really? Which war has America abided by international law?
No, I know.
Like, come on, dude. What are you? Don't talk to me like a fucking.
Ali, but hear me out. Due to the social media, back then we had a problem with social media. Due to social media, everything, they're doing a really good job. Like the Iranians side with the AI videos, right? With the Lego videos and whatnot. And nowadays, America will look really, really bad on world stage. And plus, Trump doesn't have more days. He's got like 71 days. We're on to 90 days. After the 90 days, he has to pull out.
Amir, he's not pulling out, whether Congress cares or not, because he still has Congress.
Hey, Amir, like, that's wrong, buddy. Like, he already ended Epic Fury already, so they're not in hostilities right now.
See what I mean, Amir?
Yeah.
This is literally a terrorist attack on our IQ.
Who told you that's hostility? Who told you that?
Yeah, so when you look on Friday, so last week,
We're
right?
still blocking it? Are we still blocking it?
You know the blockade
Guys,
war,
guys,
it's an act of war.
I'm not trying to argue with you, bro. I'm just...
You are.
Just be quiet, bro. Amir, I'm talking about the technical, because what he said was, because Congress, as if there's like this line that he's trying to stay within with Congress. What I'm saying is that he's alleviated the pressures internally by technically, I'll just use that word there, ending Epic Fury so Congress doesn't have a clock on him. So when Amir says Congress has a clock on him, I'm telling him, no, that's wrong. There's no clock right now.
That's actually, he can say whatever he wants. It doesn't mean that it's true. People in Congress have pushed back on that from both the Republican and the Democratic side. Like, no, the clock isn't over. You can't be sieging and bombing.
Buddy.
Like, I get it. You're a mouthpiece for like the MAGA movement.
Buddy, I'm only talking about the legal matters, okay?
Yeah, okay. Show me a legal opinion on
I'm gonna
that.
put it right now, okay?
No, not a fucking opinion, like an actual legal
Bro, can you
opinion.
just wait till American... I don't want people to say certain things and then you look dumb when more, like, informed people come around. So there was a reason why... Just hold on. There was a reason why Donald Trump in the White House had to submit a letter to end Epic Fury, like, technically, in the legal sense, to Congress. That's why he did it. Because there was a deadline coming up where he couldn't go over it without congressional approval. So he said, I'm done. Now we're going to move into a humanitarian posture where the clock no longer is like placing any pressure on him, okay? So, this is the reason why they stay defensive, right? He needs a justification to flash back. That's why he can't start something. That's why if you see every single one of these like little skirmishes, they just dance their little ships in front, and then they wait until somebody shoots at them, and then they're justified in shooting at them. If they were in this operational thing where we're in war, what he was on the first 60 days, then he can start, right? Like, he can just start popping off. But right now, he can't, okay? There you go.
Why can't he?
Because the 60-day clock is up.
So he can't just start a new 60-day clock now?
No.
Really? Because that's what they're saying. Is that if we restart war, Pete Hegseth literally came, if you're going to use the administration's argument, their little argument from the Secretary of War was that that clock is out, it's done, and it's over, and if we start again, it's a new 60-day clock.
Yeah.
So which one is it? So is that the one you're going to follow? And by the way, can you point to the legal scholars who say that's actually accurate?
Legal scholars. All right, look, man.
Because you're using the administration like, oh my gosh, there's laws in this country I have to read.
Do you remember when they got caught flat-footed when they said, "Oh, we were like in imminent danger. That justified epic fury." And everybody was like, "No, you fucking weren't." And then they did like the whole like verbal gymnastics. Well, you know, Israel was going to hit them, and then they were going to respond, and then they were going to hit us, and then we had to like respond. So the reason why they had to go through like the mental gymnastics there is because there has to be imminent danger present to justify a military operation, like Barack Obama, like Bill Clinton, and like everybody
If
else
you rap
before him.
Sam
Okay?
Altman, I will
To
give you
justify
$10.
the executive branch moving unilaterally into a military option, it has to be in a reactionary context of imminent danger. Okay? It's not existent right now. Now they could have did
It
something.
didn't exist the first time. So why do you think they won't do it a second time? That's why it doesn't make any, like, your argument doesn't actually follow reality.
All right, look, man. Amir made a statement. He says, look, he has to hurry up and do something because there's this clock. I'm saying no, the clock doesn't exist because he's already satisfied the requirement within the 60-day margin by providing the letter to Congress last Friday. Okay? These are facts. Okay? I'm not making it up. There's a reason why they had to take the step of providing the letter to Congress by saying epic fury is over. There's a reason why Marco Rubio go out there and say, hey, we've reached all of our military objectives, epic fury is over. That's why they're doing that. I'm just telling Amir there's no clock right now. Okay?
Okay. Irregardless of that clock, because I don't think it's a real clock noise. It's a made-up clock. It's fake. Republicans control Congress, and they're not going to defy Trump, especially after what he did in Indiana. There's actually a real clock. Oil just broke $4.50, the gas price in America, the average gas price. You gotta get something going here. The Straits has to open. The spot price in the Middle East is absurd. I think last time I checked a few days, it was like $150 a barrel. So it's only getting worse. This needs to start moving. Otherwise, we're gonna see consistent plus 100 crude, plus 100 Brent. And it's gonna start causing a global recession. I mean, you saw Spirit Airlines go bankrupt. You're seeing JetBlue looking like they're teetering on bankruptcy, and that's just the start, right? Then you start looking at trucking companies who have to pay right now $7 diesel. It's not sustainable.
Yeah, so like the problem here is like we're still like a dollar, like 50-75% away from where we just were 4 years ago. Like America doesn't like we're not feeling this pressure. Now the media wants to make everybody feel like we're feeling this pressure, but bro, we've been here like for the last 2 years.
Yeah, what were the interest rates 4 years ago?
Yeah, they were.
What were the interest rates 4 years ago?
Yeah, they were hella high actually. Yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead, look it up.
Yeah, they were at 6 or 7. Yeah, 6%, bro. Like, what do you mean? There was no drawback in the Joe Biden administration because the launch pad or the safety valve that they had was COVID-19.
Coming out of the chat from the experts, they're saying that the Trump administration is better to limit its military campaign as tacit approval. The interpretation is inconsistent with the War Powers Resolution. So what he's doing,
about the war
this will help